as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC. And you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the 2 defenders before finding Tywan Jones for a big play late. And that game went into overtime, tied at 19 before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Texans.
A shotgun snap for Watson, and he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
On first down, this is Geis. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2, Watson. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Bills nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the...
Stephon Diggs, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Houston.
On first down, Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Texans.
Watson on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
To number 15.
2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 14, Bills 7.
On second down, it's Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
33-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of 4. Bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Back to throw, Watson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Texans first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Houston.
This is Geis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Watson. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Handoff on the option to Singletary. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The ball carrier.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4. Allen flush to his right. Has pass incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and it's 3rd and 4.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
19-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Allen again. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Singletary to get the drive started. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check safety, check safety. 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First down.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Bills 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Following the penalty, Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now a run with Geis. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, 44 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Allen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Stephon Diggs.
He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
4th down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6 brings up 3rd and 1.
On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
49, 49.
One final try here for Allen. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 45. Bills.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st down, Drake. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
49 the mic, watch 49.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's caught at the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Houston.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts, and if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And Watson's going to throw it here. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The 8-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
On second and goal, here's the option. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
We do see RPOs called quite a bit down near the goal line, and that puts a decision in the hands of the quarterback. And here he decides, I think we're best served if I just keep it myself and find my way across the goal line.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
51 the mic, boy, 51. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route.
Today's
a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're